Friday, SUSE released a new SUSE song, and it's called Edge of the World. And we are talking about Edge. Then we have to talk about Rhys Oxenham, because Rhys, welcome to the Friday Ketchup, my friend.
Thank you so much.
Can you please introduce yourself to the Friday Ketchup audience?
Absolutely, I can. And first of all, I want to say that song is fantastic. How could I not have that song as the intro song to this discussion? Thanks so much, Emiel. It's a pleasure to be here. My name's Rhys Oxenham. I've been with SUSE around about 18 months now. I lead two teams. First of all, we have the field product management team and the engineering team, both situated within SUSE's Edge business unit. So the newest business unit here at SUSE, focusing on all things edge computing.
All right, Edge. If somebody is watching this video and they have no idea what Edge is, can you explain the Friday Ketchup audience what it is?
It's actually a funny thing to try and explain, because there's no kind of one-size-fits-all definition of what the edge actually is. If you ask, and I was actually in a conversation with some of our sales teams a couple of weeks ago, and I said, okay, put your hand up if you think you understand what edge means, right? And I challenged people. None of their answers were wrong, but it's very difficult to try and define exactly what edge means. And the way that I like to think about it is it's moving the capture and the processing of data much closer to where it is generated. So if you look at a really simple example, if you have something like a retail setting, you have a device in that retail store, you may want to capture data and process it there where the data is being generated, rather than having to send it somewhere else, like the public cloud or a centralized data center. You know, technology has moved on to a place where that data can be processed there. You know, we have much smarter, more capable, cheaper hardware that can actually do that processing there and then. And so it's all about, where is the data being generated? Where is it being processed? And, you know, which types of organizations are looking to move into that kind of realm of doing it there.
All right, cool. I understand. And how does SUSE play a role in this edge game?
Yeah, so for us, we're trying to help customers' modernization of their edge infrastructure. And what I mean by that is, for many people, when they think about edge computing, they think, oh, it's brand new paradigm, right? This isn't something that's been done before. Well, in reality, that's not true at all. You know, you look at retail, you look at manufacturing. They've technically been doing edge computing for a very long time. You know, your retail point of sale systems, your factory, your shop floor equipment, this has been functioning for decades. And so for many customers out there, edge computing is going through more of a modernization rather than companies looking to exploit edge computing for the first time. So there's kind of two camps of customer and organization that we work with there. So for us, what we're trying to do is bring more modern infrastructure, software platforms that enable organizations to kind of embrace this new paradigm or modernize existing infrastructure that they have in a very standardized capacity. You look at bringing more IT type concepts into a world where that is, at least for some of these organizations, dominated by traditional kind of OT, operational technology concepts. And so, modernizing existing infrastructure or bringing additional edge capabilities or software capabilities to customers that are exploiting edge for the first time. And we are bringing out, or we have brought out, a brand new product offering that's dedicated to helping these organizations build up this infrastructure at the edge.
And that's Edge 3.0.
Today it's Edge 3.0, yes. So it's, I guess, technically our third major kind of software product for addressing edge computing. We launched it earlier this year. We launched it in April of this year. And this is a fully prescribed, opinionated, tightly integrated stack comprising of the underlying Linux operating system, SUSE SLE Micro, SUSE Linux Enterprise Micro. We offer 2 different Kubernetes variants on top, K3s and RKE2. We manage multiple different clusters with the Rancher Prime portfolio, and my team is building out additional capabilities around that stack to help with the initial image building, to help with the management at scale, to help with kind of day 2 operations. Now that you've deployed it, how do you upgrade it? And additional capabilities that help us address some of the more challenging areas. A good example there is telecommunications. Telecommunications for us is considered edge. You look at radio access network, where you're putting infrastructure into a cell tower. In that world, there is computing that's placed very close to the subscriber. When your mobile phone connects to a cell network, you're communicating with a cell tower that's probably very close to you, especially with 5G capabilities. So infrastructure is placed in those cell towers, and our software is powering that. And for our software to power those networks, it has to be very optimized. There are additional features and capabilities that we have to build in to support some of those workloads. And so that's some of the additional value that we bring with our edge stack and our adaptive telco infrastructure platform, kind of derivative of our edge stack that helps address some of those telecommunications use cases.
Perfect. Okay, really cool. Then when I hear all of this, I am curious, what is the dot on the horizon? Where will SUSE Edge lead us to? Yeah,
so Edge is full of different use cases. I briefly mentioned that there's kind of 2 camps that our customers typically live in. Either they've been doing Edge for a long time and they're modernizing it, or they are looking to exploit Edge as a new way to drive additional kind of business advantage. And we are attempting to address a wide variety of use cases with our platform. I mentioned we have ATIP, which is predominantly sort of for telecommunications. And then we have the general Edge 3.0 stack that basically does everything else. But there is an additional category that we are looking to expand to into the future, and that's in industrial IoT.
All right.
So industrial IoT is all about going all the way to the edge, even further down into what we call the tiny edge, where there are lots of different devices that are actually generating or capturing that data. You can think of this as, could be a robot on a factory floor, it could be a webcam, it could be a humidity or a temperature sensor. All of these things are capturing data, and many organizations want and need to exploit that data in some way. Maybe it helps with their optimizations, maybe it helps them with efficiencies, functional safety, lots of different things. And so what we want to do is not only provide a base infrastructure platform for running applications, but also provide an implementation that can find those devices, can configure those devices, can collect and help with the processing and the analytics of that data, because that data is hugely powerful. We're looking to provide a platform that can enable you to process that data, export it into other areas. Maybe there's kind of third-party integrations, maybe there's a way of visualizing it, or indeed using it or pushing it into an AI or machine learning platform so you can better consume and utilize that data. So the future is really exciting for us in the Edge team. And we're looking to move into different areas. And I think that industrial IoT is going to be incredibly powerful for us. In fact, we just announced that we are participating in the Margo project upstream. And so we're going to help to deliver some additional capabilities and, hoping to lead some of the technical discussion in that realm as well.
Perfect. My last question, if people want to know more about SUSE Edge, where can they go?
Yeah, so there's a couple of different resources. We have the SUSE Edge documentation. So we have an extensive set of documentation that explains the various different deployment paradigms and some of the complexities and challenges that we have to address within our Edge product. That's on documentation.suse.com. We also have the SUSE Edge landing page on SUSE.com. So that's a great resource. But what we're also planning on doing is building out a lot more kind of public-facing documentation. We're looking to release things like validated designs, some really good opinionated and prescribed ways of deploying infrastructure, giving trust and confidence to customers on how these things should be put together. We also want to be delivering deep dive technical kind of demos and live streams and things like that. So yeah, we're going to be building out a very rich catalog of information for our customers. And so yeah, keep watching this space, I'd say.
Cool. Thank you very, very much for this. It's really interesting to hear all of that. Thank you all for watching. We'll go back to the SUSE music parody on REM. It's the end of the world, and we made a song called It's the Edge of the World. Rhys, thank you very, very much for being my guest. And let's see how our music band is finishing this off. Thank you very much.
Thanks so much, Emiel. A pleasure.
Bye, everyone. See you next time.